Hello and welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Technology Review TV. Remember to give us a thumbs up like. Go to our YouTube channel, folks. You can find archives of our show, Technology Review. Remember to give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and also subscribe so you can be connected to all my latest updates we have on Technology Review, information you can share with your friends and family on cybercrimes, identity theft, and fraud. Also find me on Twitter, folks, at twitter.com/Mac Jackson Jr. or my website, macjacksonjr.com. In this segment, we call it the New Tech Gadgets. New Tech Gadgets, folks. We talk about apps and information you should have on your smart devices to protect you from identity theft and fraud and cybercrimes. But again, I'd like to invite you all to text the word MAC, M-A-C-K, to 444-999, 444-999, and receive information and a report on identity theft and fraud. You can also take a look at my upcoming book we have, that's right, folks, on how to protect your family from identity theft. Folks, it's going to be great. It's full of case studies and stories on what you should do, who you should contact, when they should be contacted, why you should do these things, and what is a cyber attack? What does it look like? How do you know that it's happened? All those sort of things. And folks, also be very, very, very aware of the new form of crime that's going on right now. This is coming from the Federal Trade Commission, folks, and this crime is called title fraud. That's right, title fraud, and it's something that's not connected to your credit monitoring service, folks. It's called title fraud, where fraudsters will create fake documents and submit them through your title company and through your home equity to grab home equity value out of your home. Yes, that's right. They want that home equity value, folks. Will create a home equity loan in your name with fraudulent documents and then have the money sent somewhere else. So it's very, very important that you check with your title company and you make sure that your records are secure. And there's lots of ways to do that, folks. To find out more, definitely give me a call, or definitely you could like to look at it on your own. You can do that as well. Contact your attorneys, your bookkeeper, and your title company too. Ask them for ways to protect your title from being fraudulently taken away from you. Because there's lots of hackers out there that try that kind of stuff. So yes, I want to definitely point that out to you, folks. Definitely big scams that are going on. Again, in the last previous section, we talked about backing up systems, folks, to make sure that you have your data backed up on your hard drive of your laptop or desktop. Back it up, have some sort of backup system. There's tons of them out there. You can find all sorts of systems out there if you Google it. But if you have a question for me, you can always send me an email. I'll give you some of my recommendations of backup systems you should use that will help you protect your data. Also, when it comes to password management, so let's say you're on your browser, folks, okay? You're on your browser and you're going to different websites like to do your payroll, do your banking, your Facebook, social media networking sites, even Tinder, okay? All these different sites that you're going off of. You have a user ID and a password. Now, if you listen to my show over the last 4 or 5 years or 8 years altogether, from radio to television now, I've always stated to everyone, make sure you have a different password for every website you visit. Now, if you're like me and others, there are hundreds of websites you visit and lots of different passwords out there. It's very important that you have a different password, but trying to remember every password that you use can be very daunting. The old school way of doing it, folks, is writing it down on a piece of paper and taking that piece of paper and keep it with you like it is a secure document. Yes, that is one way, but again, you need to make sure that piece of paper that is worth basically nothing when it's blank. When you start writing a user ID and a password on it, folks, now you're creating currency. That's right, folks, you're creating currency. The more information you have on that piece of paper, the higher value that currency goes up. So think about that. You've taken something worth nothing, piece of paper, you've written your user ID, your password, and of course a website you go to on that piece of paper. Now that paper has value. If that piece of paper becomes lost, stolen, or missing, or in the hands of bad guys, that paper is now worth money. So you need to make sure you have a system that can save those passwords for you by encrypting them. It scrambles the data and encrypts them so the hackers can't see what that data is. Only you will know your master username and password. You have to remember only one, username and a password. And there are several systems that are out there. There are two of them that I talk about here in this show. One of them is called LastPass, LASTPASS.com, and the other one's called Dashlane, DASHLANE. What these systems do, they're called password management systems. They will encrypt all of the passwords that you use within your browsers. They will encrypt the information, and they will then have them available for you once you use your computer system and enter your main user ID and password. Very, very good system to use. If you're a business owner as well, you could use these systems to work with your assistant. Let's say you have an assistant working with you. You want to have them place an order for you. It could be stamps.com. It could be Federal Express, or any of these systems where you have your user ID and password that your assistant would need in order to do their job. With passwords management software systems, you can send a link to your assistant and they can log into these sites for you. And it could be timed where the password's only good for a day or only a few minutes or a few hours. You can control it. And your assistant or the person you sent the link to will not see your password. They won't know your password or user ID. It's very, very good, folks. Definitely take a look at this. It's a new way of doing business without you having to be there all the time and maintaining your books or your workday activities. So definitely check out passwords management systems. Again, there's one that's called LastPass, LASTPASS.com, and the other one's called Dashlane, DASHLANE. There are two systems that you should definitely look at, folks. Within your browser, it works with Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari, and alike. So definitely check that out. All right, so let's take another scenario. You're a salesperson, or you're a individual that wants to work either at home or you're traveling, and you need to have hotspot Wi-Fi access, right? So you take your laptop with you to a coffee shop, and you want to check on your payroll. So you take your laptop in with you, and you log onto your corporate account, or you log onto your office's server from the coffee shop. And as you're logging on, you do your process and you think everything's fine. But did you know that there is a possibility that that information that you are accessing is being watched by someone in that coffee shop? Yes, that's right, folks. Using shoulder surfing, where it looks like they're looking over your shoulder and watching you type in your user ID and your password. It's not a virus on your computer, it's just watching your machine. So now your antivirus software is not detecting it. What you should do is always, when you're traveling and you're using Wi-Fi hotspots anywhere in the world, at a hotel, a coffee shop, even a friend's place, make sure that you have a VPN. It's called VPN, stands for Virtual Private Network. What it does, it kind of cloaks your smart device and makes it unseeable, if you would, with the people or the bad guys that are sharing the same Wi-Fi network. Give you extra layer of protection. Definitely is something you should have. And there are several of them out there, folks. I'm interviewing and researching a couple new ones, but I'll give you one today. The company is called Hotspot Shield, HOTSPOTSHIELD, Hotspot Shield. They're one of the newest companies that have been around. Well, they've been around for a while, but they're a newest company here from Technology Review, and we've talked about them offering virtual private network protection on your smartphones, your laptops, and desktops. It's great to utilize. You should definitely take advantage of this. It gives you a secure access to the internet without having spies watch what you're doing when you're surfing online. So definitely check out Hotspot Shield. It's a very, very good program to use, folks. If you like this and information I've given you, oh, hello Simone, hello Carla, Rhonda, I think Don too, right? Yep, Don as well. Thank you for being a part of our show and on our Facebook Live. We were broadcasting live from Facebook as well. Remember, folks, tell a friend. Information that you have heard on this show, make sure you tell a friend. That's the best way to get this information out and protect our data from cyber hackers, is by spreading the word on cybersecurity and identity theft and fraud. If you'd like to find out more information about this, you can always contact my office, folks. It's macjacksonjr.com, macjacksonjr.com. or you can call me at 702-868-0808. That's 702-868-0808. Folks, we've got a great show. We've got one more segment. Join us. We're going to talk about green energy technology, folks. That's right. Be right back after these messages.